Johnson.
And I'm Vladimir Studebaker.
And we've got your 20s news.
Today's top story. Charles Augustus Lindbergh, or Lucky Linda, flew his first transatlantic flight from New York to Paris in a single-seat, single-engine monoplane, Spirit of St. Louis, and was awarded the Medal of Honor. In other news, the League of Nations, founded as a result of the Treaty of Versailles, has some new goals. Disarmament, preventing war through collective security, settling disputes between countries through negation, diplomacy, and improving global quality of life. After a number of notable successes and some early failures, the League ultimately proved incapable of preventing aggression by the Axis power.
Switzerland. The Locarno Conference has been taking place between October 15th and 16th, 1925. 7 agreements are being negotiated about the post-World War I territorial settlements. The Locarno Conference has divided borders in Europe into 2 categories, Western and Eastern, Germany being the Eastern, where they are open to revision now. Today's international news, Russia is in total chaos. In the February Revolution, members of the Duma party assumed control, forming the Russian Provisional Government. In this chaotic period, the October Revolution took place, where the Bolsheviks party, led by Vladimir Lenin, overthrew the Russian Provisional Government, and this paved way for the USSR.
Now to Tim with the weather.
It's black and white outside!
Thanks, Tim.
In national news, there's been a prohibition of alcohol. And for all you people that don't know what prohibition means, it means there's no more alcohol. How will the nation react? The world may never know. In other national news, the Great Migration, or as some leading experts say, the movement of approximately 7 million African Americans out of the southern U.S. to the North, Midwest, and West. These African Americans migrated to escape racism and seek employment and education for their children. In case you are wondering, the presidential elections for the next 8 years, in 1920, Warren G. Harding, a Republican. In 1924, Calvin Coolidge, also a Republican. And in 1928, Herbert Hoover, also a Republican.
Because of the post-World War I immigration hostility, the rise of the KKK has happened again, or Ku Klux Klan. Now they're not only out for blacks, but they have 2 million members, and they're after all immigrants and other religions than theirs. Keep your head on a swivel. In the Scopes trial of 1925, John Scopes has been charged with teaching evolution to school children out of the textbooks. Tennessee courts have now ruled that only creationism is now allowed to be taught in schools. Ferdinando Nicolasacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti, 2 Italian-born Americans, have been charged with the death of 2 clerks and armed robbery. They have been sentenced to death by electrocution.
Now to Jonathan with the sports.
In the sports world, Babe the Bambino Ruth has done it again, hitting his 60th home run, knocking that puppy right out of the park, down to little Johnny with his hot dog. Great shot. Seabiscuit, an American thoroughbred racehorse, has become an unlikely champion in the racehorse world, giving most Americans some hope in their life of poverty here in the Depression. He was nominated for his 2003 film in Seabiscuit and is up for an Academy Award for Best Motion Picture. Wait, was I supposed to say that? William Harrison Dempsey, or Jack Dempsey, the heavyweight boxer, has done it again. He's won another match, adding to his 51 knockout record and 66 win. What will he do next? Yes, I'm just getting this right now. The Summer Olympics going on in Paris, France right now. Fidel Labarba has just won first place in the featherweight competition in boxing. Great job, Fidel. Now back to you guys with business.
In business today, there are an estimated 13 million cars on the roads of America. 10% of these cars are owned by the Ford Motor Company. Some of the cars that will still exist in the future: Anderson Electric, Buick, Cadillac, Dodge, Ford, and Oldsmobile. In other business today, consumer goods, one of them being the phonograph, is a talking machine invented by Thomas Alva Edison. Some other consumer goods: vacuum cleaner, you can clean your floors; refrigerator, you can cool your meat down; dishwasher, you can clean your dishes; toaster, you can toast your toast; waffle makers, you can make waffles.
After World War I, the airline industry started to boom. There are now 48 commercial airlines serving 355 American cities, mostly serving executives of companies.
Now back to you guys.
Right, my cat out of the garbage disposal.
I hate that.
Ew.
Jazz, the new music sweeping the nation, formed in African American communities in the southern United States from a confluence of African and European music traditions. The style's West African pedigree is evident in its use of blues notes, improvisation, polyrhythms, syncopation, and the swung note. Blues, an off form of jazz, sung and played to express the inner emotions of someone's feelings.
Out in the night scene, you'll see more flappers around. These young women smoke cigarettes, drink prohibited alcohol, and wear next to nothing as they dance. These new women personify the movement of women here in the 1920s.
F. Scott Fitzgerald, one of the best writers of our time, has come out with a new book, The Great Gatsby. He uses glamorous characters to expose the superficiality of the new modern American society. Thanks. You guys have been great here tonight on the 20s News. We leave you with an editorial, a political cartoon somebody has sent in about the Teapot Dome scandal. Let's take a look.